day, but good day
Rainy
overall.
day, but it's a good day because I've spent my entire sales track or sales talk all week. It's getting rid of the snow, and it means spring's coming, which is good. Because
Phoenix
you know what else is coming when spring's coming?
Formula
We're
One.
back. We are back. It is race week. Finally, it is race week. We made it through the off season. Not much really happened this off season, like we're talking about.
I mean, here and there drama,
But that's
but
why we were a little inconsistent with the uploads, but we
yeah,
have stuff to talk
nothing,
about now.
nothing
So,
too worthy, I would guess. Nothing too super noteworthy, you know.
yeah, but
Uh,
we have stuff to talk about now because we still haven't done our predictions. We still have some news to do. And my dad opened up the fantasy Formula One league. So we're going to make our teams today. And I'm
Yeah,
also going to make a league for anyone who wants to join. We'll see if we can get the same people as last time, but
do it.
see what happens. But not much news to talk about because one of the things about the news is going to be probably worked into the predictions eventually. And the
Uh,
other one is a couple weeks
yeah,
out. So we'll see.
it's definitely going to be in mine, that's for sure.
That is. But getting right into it. Helmut Marko, not Helmut Marko. Oh my God, I haven't talked about him in a
I
while.
hope.
That's crazy.
I hope it's not Helmut Marko.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Wow. That was a crazy left field.
Yeah,
Hey.
that's insane. But I gotta find the article. All right, we're back. Technical difficulties, and I may or may not have forgot Adrian Newey's name because I'm a casual. But Adrian Newey was on his press conference today talking about how he doesn't think McLaren, geez, I'm on one today.
You're
How
on
Aston
one.
Martin uh,
Wow.
is going to finish the race
Nope.
because of
25
vibrations.
laps.
So
Yeah, I had nerve damage to the drivers. I've heard the car is shaking too violently.
they're saying that it's shaking so violently that it goes through to the driver's hands through the steering wheel and will
Which,
actually cause damage. Fernando Alonso said he can race 50 laps. Lance Stroll said he can race 15.
yeah, which again, I think is going to pose an issue for Lance with his previous hand damage that
I didn't even
caused
think
him
about
to
that.
race last year. Um, Especially with Alonso as well. I mean, I would be pretty disappointed as being this far into a racing career that I can't even drive the car.
It is very, very disappointing when you have the career that Fernando Alonso has had, and he came to Aston Martin expecting all of this great stuff to happen because Lawrence Stroll with all his money, and he actually is putting his money where his mouth is. Like he
Yeah.
brought Newey over, he gave him a bunch of money, and nothing's really working from it. Obviously, it's early, and they out Newey is um the main guy late. I'm like so out of it. I can't think of anything. Like it's
It
crazy.
feels like a Monday
Team
today.
principal, geez.
I will
They
be
got Adrian Newey as a team principal late into the offseason, so he didn't have a full time to kind of figure everything out, but it's
yeah,
still a little disappointing.
it is, and I don't know. I think they have what a Honda motor at the current moment as well, Honda engine.
I
So
believe so, yes.
we'll see if that how
It's
that
part of
plays.
the reason why Newey came because he did it
Yeah,
with Red Bull.
but I don't know. I guess we'll see, and I guess it's kind of disappointing. I'd be pretty disappointed.
I think it'll be interesting to see because as you'll see in our predictions, one of our things that we're going to talk about is our biggest disappointment as well as the worst team. I don't want to give it away, but Aston Martin probably be up there. But it's also a matter of
Yeah.
they could start the season really poorly, but then kind of figure it out because Adrian Newey is still Adrian Newey. Like
True.
wins
Very true.
everywhere he goes.
I
But
mean, I also saw a comment. I think somebody had put a comment too. They're like, "This is totally them just bluffing, and they're gonna have like an absolute rocket like
I don't
comes
think they
like
bluff this much.
Saturday, I guess Sunday." But
3 seconds off pace, and they're saying that they might not even
uh,
finish the race. I don't know what
I'm
that's.
I don't know if there was allegations of the car shaking prior to the 3 second off pace.
I didn't see it.
So I'm wondering if they had changed something. Maybe they weren't supposed to.
Well, they're trying to change stuff to make up for the 3 seconds. So
Yeah, TBD, I suppose. I guess we'll find out. I wonder. We got practice in an hour and
an hour
15
and a
minutes,
half.
so
Uh,
I guess
I'll
we'll
be
see.
watching while I'm at the gym if I can
We will
find
see.
it. So we'll see. But
I agree.
also, is this year on Apple TV or is there one more year before that comes into play?
I believe it is on Apple TV now, so I currently now have an Apple TV subscription.
So wait, I can't watch it on ESPN? which means I'll also be buying an Apple TV subscription by.
You might be able to. I would check. I know it was a little weird. To be fair, mine was a little weird because I was paying for Apple storage, Apple Music, and something else, and it was just cheaper for me to combine it all together and get the Apple TV subscription
When
and like everything else included. So,
when does F1 move to Apple TV? F1 races, not the movie.
I want to say if you're in Europe, you still have the option to be on F1 TV, but I don't think.
Exclusively to Apple TV starting the 2026 season with coverage of Apple TV is now the sole exclusive broadcaster in the F1, replacing ESPN. Wow, I can't watch it on ESPN. That's so annoying.
Yeah, kind of annoying. It's lovely having a very monopolistic broadcasting
I
industry.
think my dad still has the F1 premium account, so we'll probably be able to watch on that.
You can't. They switched it. Because I
I feel like
have,
this is something I probably should have figured out not 3 days before the race.
well, I have the F1, like if you, do you have the F1 TV on your phone?
Yes.
If you open it, I think it asks you to compare it with your Apple TV account.
Let's see. Hmm, hmm, hmm. I haven't opened the app in long enough time that I can't even open it without downloading it again. So
Um,
not great, but that'll be a problem that I'll figure out tomorrow when me and my dad talk about how we're gonna watch this race and where we're gonna watch this race.
yeah, I will say I feel like that whole transition there was very
This could be a race to just go to Stout and watch it at Stout because I don't want to pay for Apple TV. So
I support it. I do know that I think SS Magazine and somebody else was hosting something at Stout, I believe.
I'm sure.
I can't
Hey,
remember if I saw it
if
on
you
my
want to take the train up, we can watch F1 at Stout on Saturday.
sure. A
But
$400 train ticket.
yeah, that's probably not going to be a cheap one. But
No.
so yeah, Aston Martin's got some work to do, but we also have some other news. This is more world news. We're not getting into the political side of things right now, but this does directly affect F1 because obviously with the US and Iran stuff going on right now, Iran then struck Bahrain, which is
Yeah.
in 4 races time. So they're
Uh,
now saying that that might be a little bit difficult to have, as well as the fact that they struggled to get the cars out of Bahrain after
I was just
testing
about
because
to
of.
say, especially getting something back in might be an issue here. I don't
So,
know. I'm not sure. I don't know if there's ever been, has there ever been, like, did anything ever happen during like the Cold War?
well, if we recall when Russia and Ukraine started, they canceled the Russian GP just because they didn't, like, they obviously didn't agree with Russia's decision,
That's
right?
why I'm
So they
like, what are we
canceled that.
make? What are we gonna do to make it up?
Yeah, and then like in the COVID seasons, they didn't race the Grand Prix in China because it was heavy COVID stuff. So
I just,
so like it's interesting because like you have Australia GP, then China, then Japan, then Bahrain, which is in jeopardy, right? Then Saudi, who's also involved in this, then Miami, then Canada, then Monaco. So I don't think there would be anything else that would be affected by it.
I'm trying to think if there's like designated.
I
Okay,
mean,
so you have,
Qatar later in the season, but like
yeah,
that's a year from
so
now.
2026 Formula One season features a 24 race calendar with Imola and Portugal noted as potential reserve or replacement options as they are currently not in the primary 2026 schedule.
I didn't know that. I feel like they would just cancel and not run anything. They're already adding races to start doing stuff like this. So if this were to be affected, I doubt they would just throw in
Yeah. I
like
don't know.
especially you
Hey,
can't throw Madrid in yet because it's so hyped up that you can't just like, oh yeah, by the way, we're racing in Madrid.
Portugal, not Madrid though.
Oh, I thought you said that. I'm out of it.
No, it's Portugal.
So,
I don't know. What I can understand missing like one race, but like what if you're missing like four
yeah. I mean, there's only two right away that would be in
impact?
jeopardy. And like I don't even think Saudi would really be a problem. It's just like it's there.
Yeah.
Bahrain's an issue because they actually are attacking Bahrain, but we'll
True.
We'll see. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. That would suck.
I hope not.
It's like if I'm a driver, I don't even want to go anywhere near that right now. Like,
No, that'd be so scary. Oh my gosh. No, thank you.
so
Well,
we'll stick to Australia. They kind of just don't get involved in everything. So it's
not
good.
really. Which I'm excited. I hope Danny Rick makes an appearance.
I think he will. He obviously still has his ties to Red Bull.
I hope he does.
That'd be nice. Australia, no, he doesn't. But like, oh, I didn't even think of this. We have don't even have this on the schedule. We have to do race predictions today too. It is race week. I am so out of it, but oh my God, we have to do that
No,
too.
we kind of did. Well, we kind of have it, I guess.
I mean, we have season predictions that we have to talk about, but race
Yeah.
predictions,
Yeah, that's fair.
which
I
means
guess
we also have
another
to
side
start up
note.
uh the bonuses and all that, and the
All right,
points.
we'll do that. We'll get there. Okay, yeah,
We'll
just
get
calm.
there. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Anyways, Charles Leclerc got married this weekend. Did we see
Charles
that?
did. I did. I saw Leo in a tux. It was very
It's
funny.
nice. That was adorable. Charles Leclerc got married. I don't know if that was the official wedding or what. I couldn't tell. I feel like a comment
Um,
saying like, "Oh, I can't wait to get married to you
it's
later."
Monaco. I never know. Like, it's just like they're so fancy for everything that could have just been like the wedding party, and then the wedding would be even better. Like
That's what I'm confused about. Anyways, Charles Leclerc is getting married.
Charles, yeah, that happened. Lucky lady, lucky man,
Lucky dog.
lucky dog.
Lucky
That
pup.
just entire family is just a power family. It's crazy.
Great. All right.
But now we have something that we got to pull up because we're back with F1 Fantasy. We didn't make a ton of changes last year, but we had made the teams before we had started the podcast. So now
yes.
we're going to make the teams while we're on the podcast because I think it would be good to talk about.
Yeah, I think we were a little behind on the ball there.
We were a little behind on the ball, but um, goodness, I'm out of it right now. I'm trying to fix stuff and just formatting so I can see what we're doing.
I will
But
say I really do need to utilize the chips this year. That is something I did not
I
really
didn't
do.
utilize the chips at all last year and I ended up losing in the last week because of it. Tori ended up beating me by like 10 points. So
Yeah,
with that, I say we get right into it if you have it up.
I do.
Beautiful. Let's make a team. We're going to be doing another league with all of our people and people who want to join. This is for the family league, but all the teams are going to end up going in the same ones anyway, so it doesn't really matter, right? With this, we obviously have to pick 5 drivers, 2 constructors. We can do a chip this week if we want to. I probably won't just because I don't really know what's going on.
Yeah, I'm not. I probably won't for at least 2 races.
I
And
agree.
$100 million cost cap. That's our biggest issue.
$100 million cost cap, but it's not really an issue. We had the same thing last year. However, it's just brand new now, so we're just gonna have to play around with it and see what we got. But how are
I
we gonna do this? I say we honestly, I was gonna say we do all the drivers, then the constructors. I'm thinking we do 2 drivers, then a constructor, then 2 more drivers, then a constructor, then the last driver.
okay. I
That's
like it.
good.
I
All
like
right.
it.
So we're gonna alternate. I'll let you start it off because I know exactly who I'm picking for my first driver. And I think it might shock a little bit, you a little bit. But let's hear it, Sid. What are we thinking?
Oh man. Well, okay. What options do we have here? All right. So I think first off, I'm gonna have to go with Lando. I think that's kind of a given.
Mhm.
Um, oh man. Are we looking at only 12% of people picking Lando
We
Norris?
are.
Wow.
I like how they have the percentages here.
I do too. This is interesting.
And just looking at it early, the most picked drivers are 38 percenters.
How
Carlos Sainz. Oh no,
wow.
Ali Behrman's in 57%. That's crazy. But Sainz at 38%, Behrman at 57%, Hulkenberg at 38%, and Valtteri at 33 would
I'm
be the leader.
shocked with Audi.
I'm not, but we'll get to it. We'll get to it. You're saying you're picking Lando first. Is there any
Okay,
reason?
I'm gonna do Lando and I'm gonna do Hajar.
You're gonna go 2 drivers right away. All right. I was gonna say we go alternate, but yeah, I like the
Okay.
2 drivers right away.
We're going to drivers. Okay, yeah.
All right. Any reason for it? You want to walk us
Um,
through the process?
I mean Lando, obviously, because it's Lando. I mean, I feel I'm always gonna have a McLaren driver. It's either gonna alternate between Oscar or Lando. I'm probably just gonna put Oscar on my other one. Um, Hajar, I don't know. I think he had a decently consistent season last year. He's in a Red Bull seat. I'm hoping we can see some Red Bull improvements here. I think he's just hopefully he's not a rookie anymore. He's a well-rounded driver. Hopefully I can get some consistent points
The
there.
Red Bull's second seat is certainly a choice.
I like
You've
it.
seen the last couple
Can't
of years.
do Max and I can't do both.
You didn't do Max at all. You haven't done
I know
Max.
I can't do Lando and Max. I'm
Why
cooked.
not?
Cooked. I'm cooked.
Eh, Well, for my first driver, and this is going to probably shock you, for this team, I'm going to go driver heavy, and then constructors heavy will be the next team in all likelihood. My first driver, I think this is going to be the guy that's going to have the best season quietly of anyone here, and I think we'll get to this in the predictions. I'm going Charles Leclerc. I think Ferrari has it this year. He's picked 31% of the time, so I think it's a good pick. But he's also cheaper than most people here. Like Max is ahead of him, George is ahead of him, Lando's ahead of him, Oscar's ahead of him, Kimmy's ahead of him, which I think is outrageous, by the way. Kimmy's great, but not that great. And then Charles and Lewis are right around the same. I'm gonna go Charles to start. I think that's the best value play. And then for my second driver, I unfortunately am not going to go either McLaren because I think that they'll probably take some time to kind of figure out the new regulations because McLaren did take quite a while to figure out the previous regulations. It's not
Okay,
like that didn't take some
that's
time.
fair.
So I'm going to leave McLaren off for now. I'm between George and Max. And I'll tell you why. Because I think Mercedes absolutely has the better car, but it's Max Verstappen. So like Max can make up for the car being bad, which he did last year and was
I was
doing
gonna
it
say
the past
I'm
year.
last year.
But George is still a great driver on a much better car.
We talked about having a George season this season.
We did. With that being said, obviously a $100 million cap that we have to stay under. Charles was 22.8. Max is 27.7. George is 27.4. I don't think the difference is enough to make the risk worth it to go George. So I'm going Max. So I have Charles and Max to start. I think that is a fantastic way to start it.
I like it. I like it.
And honestly, we can go in whatever order we want because I think the way that I'm going to do this team, I'm going to have to do the constructors last because I want to go so heavy, driver heavy. So
I like it.
you can do what you want here.
I'm gonna do a constructors.
Okay.
Hmm.
It's going to get harder as time goes on just because we're going to have to kind of keep the money.
I'm gonna do Haas. I'm gonna do Haas as a constructor.
Okay. I don't mind that at all, honestly. How much are they?
Haas.
Haas is 7.4 million. I actually like that a lot, and I probably will be doing the same thing later.
I like Haas. I'm liking Haas.
So right now you're at what? You have Lando,
I've got Lando,
Hajar.
Hajar, and Haas at the current moment.
How much money do you have left?
I'm at let me
Right
see.
now I have
I've already
49.
started picking others. I have 50 million left.
You have 50 million left with two drivers and a constructors. I have 49.5 after only two drivers. So there's a massive cult or philosophical difference on this team, and I'm
Very.
interested for it.
I'm
We're gonna see
shocked.
which one ends up winning. I'm gonna go driver again. Um, and I'm going to go the most picked driver in fantasy F1 right now, and that's Ollie Behrman. I think he's in for a big season. Haas has looked good throughout testing. Esteban Ocon's looked good too, but I think Ollie just has kind of that it factor. He's got a full season under his belt. You saw him get better and better as time went on last year. Um, I think it's a no doubter. I think he's probably in a Ferrari seat next year because I think Lewis is probably done after this season. Um, and I think Ollie knows that this is a year that is kind of a tryout year to see if he's willing, like good enough to be in that Ferrari seat. And I think ultimately he's going to prove that he is. And it's at a nice cheap price point of 7.4 million.
There
So
you go.
Ollie Behrman and is the third driver,
There you go.
which leaves me with 42.1 million left. But
I like it.
let's see what you got.
All right, what are we doing? Three drivers?
You can do what you want.
I'll
Just
do
go one at a
two.
time. Just do one. Pick one at a time.
Okay.
Seriously.
I'll do one. I'll do one driver.
Okay.
Um, I'm obviously gonna go ST Bestie. I'm gonna ride Haas heavy on this one.
I like it.
Cannot have my ST Bestie in one, so
You have to.
I'm gonna do ST Bestie.
Bestie, bestie, I like it. He looked good in testing too. And he probably knows that this is a season that's going to make or break him because if he has a bad season, he's out of F1 next year.
Yeah. So
So
I'm gonna do SU Bestie to start off.
I like
I
it.
I have faith.
42.1 million left for me. And I need two drivers and two constructors. I don't know if I have the money to put it into. Actually, yes, I do. What are we talking about? Why are they so low? Constructor, I'm going Ferrari. I'm gonna figure out the rest of it because they're not significantly cheaper than all the other options. But like Mercedes 29.3, McLaren 28.9, Red Bull 28.2, Ferrari 23.3.
Hmm.
Like that's a big
I
enough drop to
mean,
make that worth it. And I have 18.8 million to get the last three. I don't know if that's doable. We might have to make some moves. No,
it's
it is doable.
doable.
It is doable.
It's
I'm looking at it.
doable. It
Definitely
might
doable.
not be ideal, but it's doable.
It's definitely doable.
It's doable.
Actually, it's definitely doable. I'm really liking what I'm doing here.
So
But
you're picking
I'm
that's
doubling down on Charles Leclerc. I
okay.
think I'm a Ferrari stand this year, which is crazy to say.
That's crazy. I fear I'm going to have to I fear I'm gonna have to pick McLaren as my second constructors.
McLaren, who's the first?
I have Haas and McLaren.
Austin McLaren. I like it.
I do.
So you're doubling up on the McLaren with Lando and
And I'm
McLaren.
doubling up on McLaren and Haas.
I kind of like it because I think Haas is probably the best of the rest this year.
I agree. I'm excited.
I actually like that a lot. I'm not going to copy you with that, but
I'm excited. I think you're gonna like my other two drivers too. So
okay. You've already done it. You've already plugged it
I've done
in.
it. I've done it.
Okay. I'm
Do
going
I-
to go another driver because I know another constructor for sure. So I'm just going to actually no. I'm going to go the other constructor because I know I want them either way. I think it's going to take some time for them to figure it out. It's not going to be right away. But the driver talent's just too good, and now they have the backing with the finances to kind of show that they can figure it out. I'm going Audi. Nico Hulkenberg finally has a team that I think he can do something with. He's looked great, and Bortoleto now has a full season under his belt. He also looked really good. Obviously, the car wasn't great. I think the financial backing of Audi now is going to be very good. It leaves me with 12.2 million, which doesn't give me a ton to play with for the last two drivers. I can make it work,
How
and I'm
much do you have
going to.
left?
12.2 for two drivers. That's what happens when you put Leclerc, Verstappen, and Ferrari. Like that's gonna happen.
Yes, jeez.
So I had the last two drivers. Let's hear where you go with this, but I I like where I'm at actually.
I'll give my last two. I'll go for my last two.
Oh,
Um,
actually no, I just filled it in. I nailed this.
okay,
Okay.
I've got 1.2 million left in my cost cap, but I'm gonna have Liam Lawson and Bortoleto as my last two
Liam
drivers.
Lawson and Bortoleto. I like it. Um, I love Bortoleto this year. Liam Lawson, I'm kind of indifferent on, to be honest with you, but
I'm interested to see how he's gonna do. I mean, he's our number one seat right now in Racing Bulls, so
we'll
we'll see.
see. I like it. I I've nailed this, honestly. This is exactly what I wanted because obviously I have Leclerc, Verstappen, Behrman, Ferrari, Audi right now. As I've said on this podcast before, I am an Arvid Lindblad truther. I'm going Arvid Lindblad. He's the only rookie on the grid this year, and if we need to replace him later, we can replace him later because he's cheap. He's 6.2 million. I think he's probably going to be the number one driver at RB by the end of the season. I think he will probably be a Red Bull driver at some point in the next couple of years because I think Max is either retiring or leaving eventually. And I think Red Bull has just invested so much into him that they need him to be good. And I think he will be
Wow.
good, and we're rolling with it. The last driver is my riskiest one without a doubt. He's cheap, but it's risky. Because it is one of the Cadillac guys. The car's not going to be there. I think it
Is
will
it
be
who I think
eventually.
it is?
We're going Checo. I think you think I was going to go Bottas. Yep.
I was.
I'm going Checo because they're basically the same. Checo's a little bit more expensive. I think Checo's just a better driver because like he's shown talent before. Like Bottas has two, but like he was always Lewis's number two guy. Checo wasn't always going to back down from it. And I'm kind of just disregarding the Red Bull fiasco that
Okay,
was
I
at the end of it
can.
because like I was talking a lot of smack about him when it was happening. I said, "Oh, Checo's bad. I don't know how he has a seat." I wanted Danny Rick to get it. But after watching what Liam Lawson did in it and Yuki did in it the year after, I'm like, all right, it wasn't Checo's fault. It was the second car the entire time. Max is just that good, right? So I think Checo's got something. He'll be a midfield guy. I ended up with exactly 100 million allocated to everyone. Um, so I think I nailed this, and I'm feeling very good about this team.
I am shocked. Good job, Dylan. I
Thank
like it. I like it. I think we're both, you're more front field heavy. I feel like I'm a little more midfield heavy.
you. Now we have, when you click continue, you'll see you have the option to put the 2x boost on a driver.
I put mine on Lando. I did. I'm adding our team code in right now.
I'm saying, do I do it on Charles or Max? I think this week I'm doing it on Charles. That might change.
I like it. I like it. All right, I think I got the right one. Is it?
I'll join the league later. I haven't figured that out yet.
I
As
just,
long
I
as the
just,
teams are done, we're good.
I'm assuming this. Yep, I got the right one.
All right.
Awesome. Woke up feeling dangerous. I love that.
So yeah, the team is done. We're gonna probably do another one later.
Yes.
Um, I'll join the league later. But that leaves us to my favorite thing. This episode is going to be a bit of a longer one because we do have some stuff that we still have to talk about, right? Prediction time. And I'm very excited for this one
I'm
because
not.
there's a lot to talk about. So, how we're going to do this, we're going to go biggest surprise, biggest disappointment, worst team, best of the midfield, worst of the top teams, the constructors champion, as well as the top three constructors, and the drivers champion, as well as the top five drivers. So, we have a lot to talk about. It's going to probably be the longest episode we've done in a while, which I'm very excited about because there isn't a better time to do it than race week. I'm so excited. Let's go. By the time this episode ends, practice is
It's
going to
gonna be
start. It's
great.
going to be great.
I love it.
So, with that, and we got to write it down. So, we'll do Dylan, Sydney, and then you can just input as you want. So, biggest surprise. I'll let you start it off if you've put any thought to it yet. And we're doing a lot of it on the fly, but
Biggest surprise. Are we feel you said this could be any team, any
any team, literally just anything on a whim. It doesn't have to be someone to win it. It can be someone in the midfield
I
outperforming everyone. I'm curious to see
I'm
what
gonna say I'm gonna go constructor heavy for my first two. I'm gonna do Haas performance.
Haas being a hot. Okay, I like it.
I like that Haas being hot.
All right. You could also add multiple because I think I'm gonna add two for the biggest surprise. I'm making up rules as we go, but I'm doing it.
I haven't
Because
decided.
like this isn't gonna be one of those things that we compete with each other to score any points, right? This is just kind of putting stuff in the middle or putting stuff on the page at the beginning of the season and just seeing what we know, right?
Like
Because
it.
as we've seen before, neither of us really know much sometimes. So we're seeing if we've improved anything, right?
I like it.
So Haas being good is Sydney's. I'm gonna go one for a driver and one for a constructor, and it kind of showed in my fantasy team why I did this. I'm going Ali Behrman being a top guy in the midfield. I think he's going to be competing for top fives and podiums. Maybe not podiums, that's a bit extreme, but he can get a couple top fives again. He did it last year.
Yep.
Haas looks good. I think we're going to roll with that. So Ali, top one of best of the rest. We'll call it one of the top three.
I like it. Is this for just Australia or is this for the season?
This is for the season. In terms of constructors, I said it in my fantasy team as well. I think Audi's going to surprise some people. I think they're going to probably struggle in the beginning, but as the season goes on, the financial backing is going to be out there and show. And I think they're going to be, I can't really put a number to it, but I'll say a lot better than people expected. Audi outperforms ranking. So that was pretty vague, but like I said, we're not really looking at anything specific here. So we're going to come back to this at the end of the season, see what happens,
I
right?
like it. I like it.
Biggest disappointment. I'll go first this time, so I'll give you some time to think about it.
I think mine's pretty
I'm gonna just go with one, and it really, really sucks because I talked them up so much last year that they just haven't really shown much in testing. They kind of struggled towards the end of the season in aspects, but I've heard nothing about Williams, like at all. And they seem like James Vowles is really struggling with this new regulations, and I think it's gonna show this year. I think Williams being just a disappointment in general is kind of where I'm at. I'm not saying they're going to be the worst team on the grid, but I'm saying they're going to be down there.
I like that. I kind of want to steal that from you. That's actually pretty good.
You can. There's no hard feelings. We can do it.
Disappointment. I don't know. This one's hard.
It is hard. It can be a driver too. Like, do
I
we think
know.
there's anyone going to be kicked out mid-season? I don't know if we're going to get
I
that this
don't
year.
think we're gonna have anybody kicked out of the season, but I can almost say like possibly a biggest disappointment could almost be like Audi or Cadillac. I feel like there's almost too much hype around them.
So you're going or exact opposite with me at Audi.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna do Audi.
I feel like Cadillac doesn't have like the expectations that Audi does. I think Audi has expectations. I don't think Cadillac really does. It's just more so that they're so new and so interesting that people.
I'm gonna put that they're
I like that.
overhyped.
I like that. I will say I'll also give an honorable mention, and I don't think you're gonna like it. I think McLaren's going to have a little bit of a championship hangover this year. I'm not saying they're going to be bad, like they're going to be back in the midfield, but I
I
don't
don't
think they're going
think
to be competing where everyone else thinks they're
I
going to be
agree.
this year.
I
So,
fully agree with
which is
you.
really annoying because, as we know,
I
but
know my stuff's in my closet.
I see the poster up there. It's still there. We're good.
It's over there.
We'll always support them, but I just am skeptical, obviously. So
It's okay.
we're not getting into it because I'm not speaking that into existence.
No, of course not.
Worst team. We talked about it before. I think there's a couple options. Obviously Aston Martin's one of
I
them.
I'm going with Aston.
You're going
And
with Aston.
yeah,
I'm not. So I want to
I
hear what you say and why your reasoning is for this.
for Aston, I mean it's self-explanatory. We basically have no car and no drivers. For the current moment, and I don't see anything changing
I mean, you have your drivers, you just don't have the car to
to
drive
drive with the driver.
it. Drive it in. Yeah.
Exactly. So,
So
if we have a press conference right before the season starter, not a good look. Especially saying that your drivers can't finish the race.
yeah,
Yeah.
bit concerning. Um, oh, wrote this wrong, but I don't disagree. However, I don't think it's going to last the entire season. I think they're going to figure it out because it's Aston Martin. They kind of have to.
That was fair.
I'm going to go Alpine
Yeah.
because they showed absolutely nothing last year. I love Pierre Gasly. I think he's a great driver. I hate Franco Colapinto, like truly. I don't
I
hate him.
agree
Like I'm
with
sure he's a
you.
great guy, but like I was so high on him after his debut, like for the couple races 2 years ago, that when they got called up this year or last year, I was like, all right, he's gonna be good. Like I'm excited for this, right? He didn't show anything. He was destructive. He destroyed the car a couple times, and Alpine hasn't looked good at all in testing.
Okay,
So
that's good for a while. So
I think Flavio's in a bit over his head right now. I think he's
I
trying to act like it's F1 of the 1990s, and it's not. Um, so yeah, I think Alpine's there. I think Pierre has a good season. I don't think Franco does. I think it's probably between Alpine and Cadillac, but I think Cadillac just has the better drivers. So I'm gonna roll
I like
that.
it. I like it. I would agree.
So
Uh,
that leaves us with best of the midfield. So let's just also clarify. Midfield's every team with the exception of really Red Bull, Ferrari, Mercedes, McLaren, I would say, right? Am I missing anyone? Probably not. I don't think so. Okay.
no.
So best of the midfield.
Best of the rest, huh?
I think we might agree on this one.
I don't know what you're gonna say. I don't even know what I'm gonna say yet.
I know what I'm gonna say, so I'll let you go first, so I don't want to
Oh, you're gonna
spark
make
your
me.
interest.
Okay, hold on. Best of the rest, huh? I know you don't like them, and I might have to go with Haas again.
I who said I didn't like him? That's who I was gonna pick.
I last minute changed it to Williams,
Oh,
but
you're
then
changing
I
it.
was changing it to Williams, and I last minute changed it to Haas.
Yeah, I don't know where you got that I don't like Haas from because I love Haas.
I know. I was thinking, you're not gonna like them, and I was gonna say Williams, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna go Haas.
I also like Williams too. I
I'm
just don't
looking.
think they're gonna be good this year. So
I
I see what you're saying. You don't like that choice, but I'm
I'm
going Haas as well. So I want to hear your reasoning here.
I'm gonna go with Haas. I think it's just the same reasons as before. I think we have a good outlook starting off with the season. I think both of our drivers are gonna be great. Hopefully, I think it's gonna be tooth and nail for Ocon, and I also think um Ollie's gonna have a good standout season, hopefully, instead of Ricky anymore.
Mhm.
And I don't know. I think it's finally time to have some US dominance again back in F1.
Cadillac and Haas, like, come on.
Yeah, it's exciting. I'm excited. And I think we had some good performances from Haas last year, so I'm
Yeah.
excited. I think
I
we
uh I couldn't agree with you more. Um, I think I'm the biggest Ollie Bearman truther in the world. Obviously, I'm probably not, but like, I think he's the best of the rookies, including Kimmy. Like, if Ollie was in the Mercedes, I think he would be doing the exact same thing. Kimmy's probably got more potential because he's younger, but even not by that much, but like
yeah.
definitely younger. I think Ollie shows that he has the ability to be in a Ferrari, so I think that's going to help propel Haas. And I think SD Bessie's going to answer the bell. I think he's going to be on an F1 seat next year because of his success that he's going to have this year. And Haas has just continuously gotten better the last couple of years. Like, obviously, we want Gunther to stay and like make him look good, but ever since they got rid of him, they've done nothing but improve, which is
Exactly.
really upsetting, but at the same time, it's great for them. Um, because it shows that they're kind of going somewhere.
I
So
didn't realize they had a Ferrari
they do. So
engine.
that is also a part of it. But because the Ferrari engines have looked great,
What does Williams have?
Mercedes.
Do they have a Mercedes? They do have a Mercedes.
So with that, we go to the next part. The worst of the top teams. Who do we think Haas is going to be closest with, basically, is what we're saying. I have my answer. I have my runner up. I'm not going to say my runner up because I'm going to talk about the constructor standings after. And that needs to be left for it because the runner up is the third place team. So, worst of the top teams, I think we're also probably going to agree on this one as well. I'd be shocked if we don't. Um, I'm gonna go Red Bull.
Yeah, I was gonna agree with Red Bull.
Um, and it's not because Max is gonna be bad because he's not. Max is still gonna be great. And I don't think Isaac's gonna be particularly bad either. I just think everyone else above them
It's just gonna be better.
just so much more experienced and so much better as a car. Like, I think if we're looking at it, right, Mercedes probably is the best car if we're being honest. But Kimi and Hadjar are probably pretty similar in talent level. Kimi has the experience on him because he raced in the Mercedes last year, and he
Say
has the better car, so I think he's gonna be better.
we have Hadjar in a new car this year, so
So I think Hadjar is just gonna maybe struggle to get the Red Bull figured out, but I think we're both going Red Bull, if I'm not being mistaken, right?
I like it. I like it.
All right. Anything to add? I think I covered all.
No, I I agree.
Okay, I like
I,
it.
I'm reading up on some news right now.
No problem.
Aston Martin right now.
Top three teams in order, mind you, because this is going to be the Constructors' Championship, second and third. I say try to start with third if you can.
Top three teams, huh? Oh man, this is gonna be hard. I'm gonna go McLaren, Mercedes, Ferrari.
Which order is that?
One, two, three. McLaren, Mercedes, Ferrari.
McLaren is winning. McLaren, Mercedes, Ferrari, and any reason behind it.
Um, I think I might agree a little bit. It might take McLaren a minute to get it figured out, but I still think they're a pretty good unit altogether. I mean, you have Oscar and Lando both who were both competing for the world championship last year, so it's not like we don't have two dominant drivers in those seats. Um, Mercedes, I think it's kind of the same thing. I think I additionally will have a good season this year. I think we have two good drivers in our seats. My only concern would be Kimmy. I mean, he's not a rookie anymore, but he's still newer, right? And we have all new regulations and stuff, so who knows? And then I think with Ferrari, I don't know. I have some faith. I have some faith in Ferrari. I hope it's not the Ferrari tractor we are so used to seeing this year, or this last year. But and again, we have two dominant drivers in it, so. To be fair, I fear these three might switch around more often than I like,
Yeah, I
but
think Red Bull's still going to be in that conversation too. I think they're
I think
always
they're going
going
to be up there.
but
I think
I don't
it's very
disagree.
close. I think it's be very close.
I think it is going to probably be the closest. Obviously last year was close at the end, but
Yeah.
I think this is going to be the first year in a while that we have a true opportunity to see 3 to 4 different teams and like 3 to 5 drivers all competing for a championship. And I think that's gonna be awesome to see because I think these regulations are gonna throw everything in. But third place, and it really, really pains me to say this, McLaren. I just think the championship hangover is just kind of gonna do it to him. And just seeing testing, Ferrari looks so good. Mercedes obviously has the controversy with the engine. They're not even getting it dealt with until August, so they're gonna have that advantage till August, right? And Ferrari just looks that good. Like Ferrari figured out how to do the spooling up thing. They just had the advantage at 1 and 2. So I think McLaren is going to be better than Red Bull, but I feel like it's not even that McLaren didn't do something right. It's just the fact that Mercedes and Ferrari nailed it that I think is gonna just not give them enough time to figure it out.
I like
So,
I can understand. Like I said,
and like McLaren does run Mercedes engines, don't get me wrong, but they're also like not doing the same numbers that
yeah. I
Mercedes. So
yeah,
like
I think it's just gonna be so flip-floppy this entire season.
I agree.
It's
One
so
and two, I thought I was so sure about when I was listening to you, but now that I listen to you and think about it more, I'm very not sure about it. And then it just makes no sense because my top 5 drivers are going to make no sense if we go what I think I want to say. So
I think it's all arbitrary.
I agree. Two Ferrari, one Mercedes, and I think it's going to flip around somewhat because as you're going to see in my drivers, why I'm saying this, it makes doesn't make a ton of sense. So I have to kind of figure it out. That one's very up in the air. I think it's going to be stupidly close.
I agree.
So I'm already, I'm having, I can't do it. No,
It's
I'm doing
hard.
Ferrari one. No,
I'm
I'm
just
doing Ferrari
gonna
one. I'm doing it. I'm a Ferrari truther this year. I'm doing it.
wow.
Ferrari's winning this drivers' championship and this constructors' championship. I just gave away my predictions, but we're gonna get to it. They look so good. Mercedes has their advantage. Ferrari has their advantage, but they didn't like bend the rules to do it. Like
Wow, wow.
Mercedes is eventually going to lose their advantage. Ferrari probably will too, but at that point, they're going to hopefully find other things that they can gain on. So we're rolling with it. I think Ferrari finally figured it out, and I think they're finally going to be back.
That's crazy talk. I don't know about that.
I'm going with it. So with that, I think the way we should do this is we're going to each say our fifth place team, then our fourth place, then our third place, then, or driver, and then we're going to go that way. Okay?
Like it.
That was a lot. Oh my goodness. So I'll start with you. Fifth place.
Oh,
What
for the overall season.
This is the overall season.
Oh man, what did we have last year? Ah, these were so hard. We had Leclerc in fifth, Russell fourth, Piastri third, Verstappen second, Norris first. Keep forgetting about Piastri. All right, fifth. I'm gonna go Piastri fifth.
Okay.
Whoa.
It's
I
just
have no.
hard because we have like obviously we have probably 7 drivers that can be a part of this.
That's why I'm like, I have no, honestly, I would say these are all my number one drivers. Just whoever comes to my mind first is going next.
I think because I have 1, 2 like kind of set in stone of what I want it to be. I think 3 and 4 is probably switch. It's just kind of who I want for that last fifth position.
Fifth is hard.
I'll say for my fifth position, I'm between Lewis and Oscar, and I'll tell you why.
I was also between, I was between Leclerc actually. So
I'll tell you why. Lewis, l- he's actually sounds like he likes the car this year, which is good. It just means he's gonna be better. But I'm thinking age may have caught up to him, and the fact that he's not going to be competing like at the top, I don't think this year, but I think he's going to be a lot better than last year. Oscar scares me the fact that McLaren definitely doesn't have the advantage they had last year, Eddie showed kind of like cracks in the armor at the end of the year with all the pressure. Obviously, there was the talk about McLaren trying just screwing him with the strategy. That's also a thought to think about though, because can McLaren get the strategy right, right?
Yeah.
As crazy as it is to say, I think I'm gonna go Oscar in sixth and Lewis in fifth.
Oh wow. I yeah, it's hard. It's so hard.
It really is this year.
Five drivers.
And it's so fun to think about how hard it's gonna be.
Oh God. Uh,
So fourth, I'm interested to see what you say here.
I'm gonna go Leclerc.
Leclerc, okay. Don't mind it at all.
Again, I have no rhyme or reason. Same reasons as before.
Okay. Um, it pains me to say it. It really does. Lando Norris in fourth. I think, as really, really sucks to say, I think the only reason he really won last year is because they had the advantage so early in the beginning that they're just so much better. Because Max would have caught him and would have beat him. Because I was gonna put Lando in third, but I was gonna put Lando in third, Max in fourth. But then I thought about it. I was like, if they're even from the beginning, Max is absolutely beating him. So you hear what I did for third, obviously, but I do think McLaren is going to have that kind of championship hangover. And I just kind of trust the drivers above to perform more consistently than Lando. So Lando fourth, Max third is what I'm gonna roll with. Max is only in third just because I think the guys ahead of him just have better cars.
Better.
Obviously, the better driver is Max, but the cars ahead of him are just so much better that we're
like
wrong.
it. I like it. I'm
You can give
I'm
me
gonna have to
second as
agree.
well.
I'm gonna have to do Max in third as well.
Okay.
Uh, I would say kind of just the same reasons. Again, it's so hard to decipher who's. It literally just depends on which car gets the head start and who's going to be the better driver in those cars.
I agree.
Long story short.
I agree.
And I don't think we're going to be able to tell at least until summer break.
I think that is very fair.
So, yeah,
All right.
that's that's where I'm going.
What are we thinking for second for you?
I'm gonna go Lando. I kind of agree with the whole.
Hey.
I agree with the championship hangover. I still think he's going to be a pretty good contender. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up being first again, but I also wouldn't be surprised if he ends up being fourth. So I'm going to meet in the middle and go second.
I think that's fair. I think really one through six is kind of interchangeable in some way. I think Kimmy still needs to figure it out a little bit, and Hajar's not going to be up there this year. I think that's kind of going to be where it is. So for me, for second, which I'm assuming you're going to have your drivers' championship guy in first here, but I'm putting him in second. I'm putting Mr. George Russell, Mr. Consistency. Um, this is just going based off of everything that I've said today. Like you're gonna see who I have winning. It's pretty obvious now after everything that I've said today with the Ferrari stand being back. Charles Leclerc's winning it. I think this is his year. Finally, he's gonna do it. Because if we're being honest here, if we're talking about Mr. Consistency, right? George obviously did it last year. Like he was consistently top three, had some wins. He also had a better car than Ferrari, right? Charles Leclerc is consistently there, even when the car is bad. And you see how good his car is this year. I just think it's his year. Everything's finally piecing together. Ferrari's finally going to do it. I can't believe I sound like every delusional Ferrari fan I've
I
ever
was just
complained
about to
about,
say, dude, you're going to
but
be
we're
like
going for it.
writing your like 6 months.
I'm so excited. We're going
You're
with
crazy for that one. You're crazy. I'm gonna have to, yeah, Dylan already kind of said it. I'm gonna have to go Russell first. I think it's Russell's year this year. Mercedes has had a pretty strong, I feel like, testing. I think they're in a good position. I don't know. Like you said, it's Mr. Consistency. Who knows? Again, every single one of these drivers is completely interchangeable, and I would not be surprised if we have another Max sweep.
Yeah, it's very up for debate, but
Yeah,
um, yeah.
is what it is.
With that, we forgot one other thing that we have to do before we do our race predictions because it does have something to do with our race predictions. We'll see what our season predictions do later. We have to do F1 predict. We're gonna
Oh,
start from from the beginning. Don't sound so disappointed to do it,
I
Cinchi.
totally forgot about that. I'm so bad at that.
Well, we're both going to be really bad at it to start the season because we don't have anything to base it off of. Besides testing, which never really matters, right? So,
Um,
with that,
why can't I find F1 Predict?
all right. Back after technical difficulties again, I
Wow.
looked on my app and it was actually not Sydney's fault. So
Thank you. I'm not crazy.
we've done our top three, but which driver takes the pole position? Question two.
Um,
I'm gonna roll with Mr. George Russell.
really,
Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna roll with Mr. Max Verstappen.
I was just
Actually,
about
no,
to
I'm not. I'm going
I,
George. I'm going
I'm gonna
George.
go with Max. I'm gonna go with Max.
George Russell.
I'm gonna go with Mr. Maximilian Verstappen.
Which driver qualifies the highest between Pierre Gasly and Carlos Sainz? They
Um,
both look pretty bad in testing.
I'm gonna go with Science.
I'm going to agree with that because I'm an
Oh,
Alpine hater and I'm going to double down on it.
I agree. I'm not doubling down though.
How many teams will get a driver into Q3?
It's good. I don't know.
So let's think. Both Ferraris, both Mercedes, both Red Bulls. I think Hadjar does it. Both McLarens. So that's eight.
That's only four teams.
Yes. So I think six teams. I like that.
I was also gonna put six. I'll put seven just to keep it.
I was gonna do six, seven. I can't do that on this podcast. I would rather die. So,
Stop.
which team will set the fastest pit stop of the race? I mean, duh. We know who I'm picking.
I'm gonna pick Ferrari.
I'm picking Ferrari as well.
Cool. Who will set the fastest lap time? I'm gonna have to go with Mr. Max. I'm gonna go with Russell. Don't ask why. I don't know why.
I'm gonna go Charles.
I like it.
Which
Wh-
team scores the highest race finishing position between Alpine and Audi?
Audi.
Audi. Wow, that was
Double down.
perfect. Where will
Where?
Isaac Hadjar finish?
I'm gonna
Remember
go.
last year in Melbourne, he didn't actually race in Australia last year. I didn't even think about that because he crashed on the formation lap.
Yes,
What's
he
the
did.
weather going to be like too? I didn't even look at that.
I'm not sure, but I'm gonna put him at 4 through 10.
4 through 10. Driver warm weekend, so it should be pretty easy. So that's good. I'm gonna go 4 through 10 as well. I think that's very easy. Will there be a safety car during the first 5 laps?
No.
Yes, because they added two more teams. Or they added one more team. So two more
I'm still,
drivers means more
I'm
chaos.
gonna, I'm still gonna go with no.
Okay. How many classified finishers? There's 22 in the running. They're saying more than 19. So they're saying
That's less than 19. Oh no, more than
more
19.
than 19. So that's
16 more than 19.
two
I'm
DNFs you can get for deal with.
I'm gonna go
Well,
with
actually, no. We immediately know that both Aston Martins are gone. So that's
yeah.
two. There's got to be at least two more, I'm going to say.
How
So
many are there? 20, 22?
22. I'm going to go 18.
I'm gonna go 19.
18, 19. So that means you would have, if we're not including the Aston Martins, one additional DNF, and I'm including two more. So,
Yeah.
okay, I like
20
that.
more.
Finish back to home. So, yeah, that leaves us with our favorite little game. I think the point structure should stay the same for this week only, just because. Actually, you know what we should do?
What?
Do you want to do 5 points per correct spot? So they're all the same, except for the bonus, we'll do 10.
Yes, I like that. I think that it makes it a little more
We'll just do 1 point and 2 points or 5 and 10, and we'll figure it out, right? I
let's
say
just do
5 and 10 just because it looks better.
let's just do 5 and 10. So 5 points for each correct spot and then 10 for the bonus.
Yes.
I like it.
So let's roll. We
You
both
want
have our top three in. I'll start because I usually make you start, and I won last year. So,
to?
but I did also kind of cheat the win last year because I added a bunch of like additional stuff that we didn't have. But we
Mm-hmm.
don't need to talk about that. We don't need to talk about it at all. Five, Lewis Hamilton. No, I lied. Lando Norris in fifth. Lando, no real rhyme or reason for it, but he's getting fifth.
Yeah,
Fourth,
first race this season's hard.
yeah. Fourth, Oscar Piastri. It's his home race. He wants to perform. I don't think he's good enough to win. Third, Max. He's Max. That's really all it is. His car's just not good enough. Second, George. First, Charles. Ferrari all day. We roll. Done. Your
Uh,
turn.
I think we're pretty similar here.
We're not at all. I'm looking at it. We're not similar in the
I
slightest.
same driver, literally same drivers, different order, dude. Like
It's not. Actually, yes, it is.
it
Okay.
literally
It is. It
is.
definitely is.
All right, I'm gonna go with the same stance of McLaren in fifth. I'm gonna put Oscar instead. It is a home race for him, so I'm hoping he maybe will outperform that. But I'm gonna put Leclerc in fourth. I still don't trust the Ferrari hype yet. I'm gonna do Mr. Consistency at third. We're gonna put Lando in second, and then Maximilian in first.
Maximilian first. I like
Yeah,
it. Let's do
nice
our
and
bonus.
nice and simple.
Keep in mind, it is not 6 through 20 anymore. It is 6 through 22.
Is all right. Random. It has been a minute since I've done a random number generator. All right, what do I do? 6 through 22?
6 through 22.
All right. I'm not gonna do my wheel. Oh,
You
I am
can't
gonna.
see it, neither am I. But you're just gonna have to trust me.
All right, wait, I gotta do my number
I
size.
spun for you, and I have a number.
All right.
I'm just
How
gonna
many
pull it here.
numbers is that? Six. How many numbers is that? 6 to 22 is
I saw it.
what's 6
Um,
to 22? Wow, I'm blinking so hard.
oh my God, you're making me do math on the podcast. That's 17.
Is it?
Like, geez, Sydney, why the heck did you just make us do math on the podcast?
Sorry, is it actually 17?
Well, 22 minus 6 is 16, but you also have to include 6. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
Wow.
17,
But
18, 19,
it's
20, 21, 22, 17.
been a long, it was a long day at work. I was having some moments at work too, so.
Ah, you got number 21. I did it already. So
One,
that should
bro.
be really easy. You should not be complaining about that.
Great, I'll spin. I got a spinner.
14. You gave me the
14.
most difficult one right away. That's unbelievable.
All right. I'm gonna go easy because I fear you'll probably agree with me, Susan. I'm gonna go Alonso.
Yeah, that would be pretty easy.
I think he's gonna might get a little further than Lance, but I think we both agree that there's gonna be two DNFs for the
I think the only scenario where that isn't the case and you're not getting that right is if someone crashes on turn
in
one.
the first lap. Exactly.
So
Unless they pulled him out first.
I don't think they will. You're
We'll
just
find
saying do not
out.
start, in which case, how
Yeah,
do we even, if they both don't start, how do we even like determine who gets the points there? Like,
I don't know. We'll figure
that's
it
a problem for later. We'll
out.
discuss.
Flip a coin.
Yeah, basically. 14. I don't know. That's like the most random one to start. That's like directly in the middle.
I have an idea. I know who I would pick.
Well, that's thick. The 8 cars in the beginning, like the top 18 cars. I think Ollie in ninth, Signs in 10th, Nico, Esti, Bortoletto. I'm lost.
I know who I would put.
I'm rolling Esti Bestie. We're gonna go with you.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna go
exactly who
myself.
I would put.
Esti Bestie. Save me, Esti Bestie, because you know she's gonna have 10 points right away. So,
I always put my SD Bestie in there on the
all
bonus
right.
middle. You never know what kind of day it's gonna be.
Never do. Never do. But that was a long episode, and we deserved it because we didn't have anything to talk about in the off season, and we popped off today, and I love it.
I agree.
We had
I
our technical difficulties, but we're good. So
absolutely agree.
I'm so excited. Testing is starting, or practice starting, what, 10 minutes? Or is it at 9?
It's at 8:30. I'm sure it'll be, I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it
So we
out.
started recording this episode at like 7, 7:15.
Yeah.
That's insane. Look
Kind
at
of
us.
It
But
was a good episode. It was a
it was a
needed
great
episode.
episode. I'm so happy you're back.
It was a needed.
F1 Tread Lightly season 2. Let's go. We're back. Thank you guys for watching. As always, follow more content coming on the TikTok. The Instagram is going to be revamped. Twitch coming soon. We got to talk to Maddie now that the season is officially back.
Ooh, TikTok, mention that. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube.
Vlogs coming, giveaways coming. Let's go.
Out of Dylan's wallet.
Out of the podcast as well.
There we go. I like that.
There we go. So, thank you guys for watching. Share with your friends. And we'll see you later. Peace.
Bye.